Hey, yo, what's poppin', gang? We back with another one. What's good, man? I appreciate y'all clicking on the video. Make sure y'all hit that like button, subscribe to the channel if you guys are new. But we kind of gotta talk about this, all right? T-Pain is calling out Drake for ignoring his own advice about exiting the music industry. Now, here's the thing. Personally, I feel like T-Pain is one of them like gems, like an OG. He's like an OG, but not really an OG. I feel like he could still be highly successful in today's music scene. I don't really know why he maybe isn't pursuing that as much, or if he is, but all I know is I don't hear a lot about T-Pain musically. Like I know he's kind of a, like, you know what I'm saying? He into kind of like what we do now. Like he don't really be doing music as much as he probably could. And to me, T-Pain is a gem in a sense where he came up in a time where he was kind of ridiculed for his style of music. Not really even, taking into account that the auto-tune and that kind of music and stuff like that had kind of been a thing. But I think he just popularized it and people hated him for that. And he's been at the highest of highs with music, and he's been at the lows, and I think he's been around enough to talk about it. He's worked with everybody. He's written for people. So I feel like he's a gem in a sense where if he's saying something, you probably want to listen to it. And he's talking about Drake. So, and another thing is T-Pain and Wayne's relationship is kind of something that, people talk about a lot too. So I wonder if anything he's saying about Drake is in a way to maybe like, little bro, like help him out a little bit. So I don't know what he's saying here, but T-Pain calls out Drake for ignoring his own advice about exiting the music industry. This was published about 5 hours ago. So in 2023, Drake told Lil Yachty that he liked to make a graceful exit. Yes, I do remember that. Oh, the interview. Are they going to show it? In 2023, Drake told Lil Yachty that he'd like to make a graceful exit from the music industry when the time is right. During a recent appearance on the Crash Dummies podcast, T-Pain called out Drake, accusing him of failing to follow his own advice. He reflected on the Toronto Artist 2023 interview with Lil Yachty, which saw him discuss the concept of making a graceful exit from the music industry. At the time, Drizzy said that he'd like to stop competing eventually and let the next generation take over. I really want to pull up that clip, man. I
feel like a lot of people that I've watched as the years have gone on, it's a really addictive, competitive space. And oftentimes you're like addicted to the competition itself. And so, you'll like,
going back bar for bar, addiction, being addicted to the competition. And sometimes when people speak, they kind of say things that and make it like a general statement when it really maybe is just how you're feeling. We know what he has an issue with addiction and gambling and drinking and Ozempic and these different types. We know this already. So him saying that even kind of lets you know maybe he knows how I'm probably not going to be able to gracefully exit because I have an addiction to the competition, or at least an addiction to what he receives from his work. And like I said, it hasn't really been a competition because he didn't win against Push. You know what I'm saying? I know he kind of, he defeated Meek, but at that point, it's like, was he really competing? Was he really the artist that was competing?
like, sometimes it'll baffle you, like, why are these people still making attempts at, like, trying to be present in the space? And then you'll realize, like, they probably, their needs and desires and their soul was probably fed for so long off of being.
This is prophetic. This is prophetic for real. Let's go back a little bit because I think we got to hear that again.
Soul was probably fed for so long off of being a guy or the guy
My bad, gang.
that they can't let it go.
Yeah, I need to hear all of that. Oh, we can't rewind.
And so
what?
I probably
Okay.
their needs and desires and their soul was probably fed for so long off of being a guy or the guy that they can't let it go. And so
it's almost, the story is almost writing itself. I believe he's talking about himself here.
I guess like me is just to find a way to gracefully like I'm not ready now, but
To gracefully, I'm not ready now. So everything that he just said, it sounds like he's actually talking about himself. He says he wants to try to find a way to gracefully exit. At this time, it's 2023. Beef happens the following year. The following year, he wasn't ready to exit. If anything, he can't exit on an L, right? Like he can't leave on this type of L. He has to create some. If he exits now, he looks weak. He already looks weak. But if he leaves now, it looks worse for him, in my opinion.
To gracefully like continue making projects that are extremely like interesting and hopefully cherished by people, and then to find the right time to say like I can't wait to see what the next generation does. I'll still be around to like, you know, work with people or do a show here or there, but I'm not going to like force myself to compete. I would love to just see what the next generation does whenever that's.
I don't see that happening. This is, I mean, like, I get that this is probably a short time period, but I don't see that happening. If there was ever a time to gracefully exit, this would have been it. Even if not exit, a break. A break. He couldn't take a break. Back to the article, man. I really wanted to pull it up. During a recent appearance on the Crash Dummies podcast, T-Pain called out Drake, accusing him of failing to follow his own advice. He reflected on the Toronto artist's 2023 interview with Lil Yachty, which saw him discuss the concept of making a graceful exit from the music industry. At the time, Drizzy said that he liked to stop competing and eventually let the next generation take over. One thing I learned from Drake, but one thing he hasn't followed his own words. Drake said, "I want to be one of them people that gracefully bow out and not get kicked out," T-Pain explained. "I have ever since said, thank y'all, I appreciate y'all, I'll see y'all when I drop. Don't worry about it. I'll just drop something." I think he meant to say, "I have never said." Let me know if you heard it. Drake is like, "No, listen, okay, I got another one. Hold on, check this out. Y'all ain't like that one? Okay, real quick, just one more. Let me try one more," he continued. So basically, T-Pain is saying, the way I do it is I make something, I put it out, and I say, y'all, I'm gonna see y'all when I drop. I'm not gonna be in y'all face every day. I'm not gonna be checking for you every day. Did you hear it? Did you like it? Was it dope? Did I need to tweak it? Should I try this genre? Should I try that genre? I just drop my music, and then y'all see me when y'all see me. So he's saying, Drake is like, "No, listen, okay, I got another one. Hold on, check this out. Y'all ain't like that one? Okay, real quick, just one more. The addiction to the instant gratification and constantly being told, you're good, that's good, it's great, a whole lot of yes men, right? So I think that's really telling too. That's really telling. Is this the whole podcast? I love to listen to this. Like when he said that I want to gracefully bow out and not get kicked out, I was like, you know what? I'm out this bitch. I'm out this mother effer. I'm not trying to impress y'all niggas, he said. Y'all niggas don't give a F if I live or die. Why the F would I keep trying to impress y'all? I'm out. I'm done. I did everything that I'm trying to do. I changed the game. I made a sound. What else? T-Pain went on to say that he doesn't even want to put out any new albums moving forward, as it would involve a lot of promotion and convincing people that his album is good. I respect that, man, because for a long time, a lot of time, people really didn't consider T-Pain to like have talent. Like he had to prove that he could sing and like really sing. And I forgot what song it was that he sang, but he sang it and he sang it well. And I think he had a tiny desk, if I'm not mistaken. Let me know in the comments if I'm tweaking, but I think he had a tiny desk that was crazy. So he had to prove to people that it's not just the sound, I actually have talent. So for him to say, and with all of the success that he's had in his career, for him to say, I don't even want to put no more albums out because I don't want to try to convince y'all that it's good. I just want y'all to know that it's good. I want to drop music, let y'all have it, and let y'all and y'all tell me that it's good without me having to convince the people. That's very strong, very strong. Drake, on the other hand, appears to have a new project right around the corner. The album is rumored to be titled Iceman. It doesn't have an official release date yet, but it's speculated that it'll drop sometime this year. So let me know what y'all thought about that in the comments, man. I think the interview that he did with Yachty was also prophetic as well. I think that in him trying to talk in generalizations was really just talking about how he felt. And I think it was like the cool thing to say, or it's the smart thing to do, to say is, I would like to bow out gracefully. But knowing Drake, we know that that's really not something that is gonna happen. He's gonna hold on, cling on, stay with the new generation, either try to take their sound or be involved in a part of what they're doing. He's never really gonna just let go. I think the ego is too big. But let me know what y'all think, man, in the comments. I thought that was very interesting. If you guys are new to the channel, make sure you guys hit that subscribe button. I'll see y'all in the next one. I'm out. Peace.